as many of y'all know, my favorite lure to use, or at least one of them, is a crawdad lure. So today I'm going to show you how I like to rig him up. So most of the time I just like to Texas rig it. It's just a simple hook and a weight. Most of the time I'm just throwing a 3/16 ounce weight. Sometimes steel, sometimes tungsten. It don't really matter. As far as hook choice, this is my favorite hook. It is the Wide Gap Plus by Owner. It's a 3/0. The reason I like the Wide Gap Plus is just a wee bit bigger right in here. So I seem like I get a little bit better hook up on it. I also like to use this one. It's called a skip gap hook. I don't know if you can see by the way it's made, but it has a little extra crook in it there. And that seems to work really well. I use this for a lot of different applications in different sizes. So what I like to do is Nikko. It's the only brand I ever use. And I'll just grab this color here. As you can see, I got a couple to choose from. A couple 30, 40 packs there. All right. So Texas rig, I just take it, stick it there in the back end, come out the belly, around the hook, up in that little holder there, pinch it down. I think most of us probably done this before. Just like that. Now if you notice the Nikko's got a little slot right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, I hope you can. It's actually cut out. So you don't really need to do a whole lot more. However, when I'm fishing heavy grass or something, I actually take and just bury that hook point just a wee bit, just a point of it. Kind of skin hook it there, just like that. But if you can see with this extra wide gap, I mean, that's a lot of gap for that thing to collapse when it's bitten. So that's the reason I like using the Wide Gap Plus. I call it the extra wide, but it's actually a Wide Gap Plus. So with this one, you're gonna take it, hook it through your ender, slide it up. Now you see the way it's looking right here? What that's supposed to do is keep a tube up on there better. That's kind of the original idea of it. So I really like this hook too. You can, like I said, you can bury it down in there like that. Look, that hook point's sticking up, but you don't have to bury it back into the plastic. Huge advantage in Nikko. Plus, of course, I mean, you can catch 10, 20, 30 fish on these things most of the time, in my experience. So then you look at the profile here, there's still plenty of room there. This is a 3/0. Still plenty of room right there for that hook to set. But I like that skip gap, is the way it sets right here. You just get a little bit extra on there and it seems to stay a little better. Of course, you know, something like a shaky head, it's hard to beat that. They rig up the same way on it. This is one I started using last year. It's called a, Bass Pro calls it a bonsai. I think it looks similar to what people call Tokyo rig. There's the way it fishes on the bottom. So you put your Craw on there, your line goes here. And then this just bounces off the bottom. It creates a little bit of clicking noise. Got the swivels here. It does a really good job of just enticing them, something they ain't seen before. So a lot of times I'll do it in the river. Just kind of go across and then I'll let it die down and they'll just kind of swivel over to the side. I pick it back up, bounce again, let it swivel back down. So an underrated thing that most people ain't using, but if I had to pick one way, it's definitely going to be the Texas rig with a 3/0 Under's Wide Gap Plus, and most time a 3/16, sometimes going up to a quarter depending on the water. Anyways, figured I'd share with y'all the way I like to rig these up, and as you can see, I might have a thing here where, you know, I might use a little bit of Nikko stuff. I ain't sure. To me, it's the best on the market. It's tough, and it just flat out catches fish. Appreciate y'all watching.